There are an estimated 600,000 black bears in the U.S. Roughly 1,500 of them live in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, where nearly 11 million visitors come to the park each year in hopes of seeing a bear. Angela Gates traveled from Fairhope, Alabama, expecting to show her daughter, Olivia, a bear.
We like to go up the stream all the way up and maybe let the kids walk down the rocks. They like to jump on the big rocks and come down, and we like to see the wildlife. And we had heard there were bears, and so we came up here to see some of the bears.
Rangers and biologists in the national park work to educate and keep visitors safe. Wildlife biologist Bill Stiver oversees all of the wildlife in the national park.
So my job, I'm the wildlife biologist, and I'm in charge of bear management, elk management, wild hog control, all the wildlife species that are here in the park. And with respect to bears, my job is to manage human-bear conflicts. Bears coming into our campground or picnic area or around a backcountry campsite.
Conflicts can sometimes result in orphaned or injured bears. Partnering with the national park is a very special place that loves bears. The Appalachian Bear Rescue, or ABR, cares for orphaned or injured black bear cubs for their return to their natural habitat. Coy Blair, the lead curator at ABR, works to minimize human contact so the bears will stay wild.
We have very strict policies and procedures at ABR, and it's all designed to minimize human contact with the bears, and it's going to vary by the level of care that each individual receives.
The ABR relies on state and federal agencies to capture orphaned or injured bears and bring them to ABR.
We want to just try to keep it as natural as possible. That's the whole design of our program, to minimize contact that these bears would not normally have in the wild, and also to reflect that as far as their food availability. Encourage them to seek out natural foods upon their release.
The work of the National Park and the ABR hopes to help the public understand the value and importance of the black bears to the environment.
So bears are important, very important to the not just the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, but this, Tennessee in general, North America, all over the world. People love bears. It's a very iconic species. I think, just from my personal experience and talking to other people about bears, people just love them. Where ABR can really help out with that is that not only are we helping sustain this resource population, when we take in injured and orphaned bear cubs that would normally have a 0% chance of survival, and we give them a second chance at life, there's real conservation there, especially if they live to reproduce. So we're helping sustain that possibility of people coming here to enjoy that resource.
The beauty of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park brings visitors each year. The black bears are an added thrill and educational resource for all.